Hello everyone and welcome to my Pickers Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe hasn't reached out to his fired ex-friend Frank Fritz after money and fame changed him. Frank, 58, was fired from American Pickers in July 2021 after he took time off the series in March 2020 to recover from back surgery. The fan favorite previously told The Sun that he and Mike, who were childhood friends and grew up together in Davenport, Iowa, had a falling out before his firing from the series. A source close to Frank exclusively revealed Mike hasn't reached out to him since the firing. The insider claimed, "Mike hasn't reached out to Frank, he could care less. They both came from nothing. Money just changed Mike. It changed Frank too." Frank previously told The Sun of their falling out, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." While Frank refused to reveal the exact cause of the falling out, he claimed there was tension over their shared American Pickers stardom. He explained, "The show is tilted towards him 1000%. I can't even bend that far down to show you how much. That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith and there's Steven Tyler and he's the front man. I found my spot, I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me. Maybe he does have a problem." But Frank insisted he is bigger when it comes to viewers. The fan favorite said, "I'm not arrogant and I'm more of a regular old guy. The guy that connects with me is the guy who buys a 30-pack of Busch Light and a pizza on the weekend. That's my guy. My guy buys a $150 sign, not an $8,000 sign. I'm more of the common man guy. I haven't found a $100,000 vase or any Michelangelo stuff. I've never really had a big score like that. But all the small scores are the bread and butter, and that's my deal." Frank then said it would be hard to put the show on after not talking to somebody for 2 years. He even admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me. You couldn't just stick 2 people in a van and get the chemistry you get from me and Mike. We've known each other for about 40 years. We can finish each other's sentences. When everybody is getting along and there's no drama, me and him are very good together." The collector added, "I'm just trying to get through life like everybody else and be as happy as I possibly can. Life is what you put into it. If you don't put much into it, you don't get a lot out of it." A rep for Mike did not immediately respond to The Sun's request for comment at the time of the interview. Mike was the one to reveal Frank had been fired from the show in July 2021. He wrote on Instagram, "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember. He's been like a brother to me. The journey that Frank, Donnie, and I started back in 2009, like all of life, has come with its highs and lows, blessings and challenges, but it has also been the most rewarding. The support that you all have given us has been a constant reminder of what the show's message has always been. Through these places, people, and things, we all have a common thread. We're here to not only take care of the past, but also each other." Mike concluded, "I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey." His brother Robbie ended up replacing Frank on the show, as he became an official cast member last season. But Frank has plans for a comeback, as The Sun previously reported he's working on getting his own show. A source close to Frank previously told The Sun, he is in touch with a producer who lives in Las Vegas. Frank has sold him a lot of stuff for his ranch. He recently went out there again. I think it could be for his show. Earlier this week, rare photos of the reclusive star were posted in the Frank Fritz fans Facebook group. In the pictures, Frank looked happy and healthy as he smiled big next to a fan. A member captioned the series of photos, "This was from yesterday when Frank picked his Corvette up from my buddy Mike's shop after repair. He sat and shot the breeze for 3 hours or so. It was a blast. Great guy." The fan claimed Frank will never go back to American Pickers. The member continued, "He is trying to get a show about nostalgic car restorations with a story behind them in the works. Fans have even boycotted the series and demanded Frank star in his own spin-off." One fan wrote on social media, "Bring Frank back with his own show." A second said, I think Frank would do better on his own show. I would watch it. A third commented, Frank should start his own show. It would be better than Pickers. A fourth fan wrote, we haven't watched American Pickers since you left the show, Frank. You are missed. Take care, bud. As The Sun reported, Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode as he took time off to recover from back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off the show, Frank lost 65 pounds as he is living a healthier lifestyle and is sober from alcohol. He also told The Sun that he entered rehab for alcohol addiction in Iowa for 77 days. Frank previously said, I went to rehab and I've been sober now for 11 months. I didn't like drinking anymore. My mom was an alcoholic and she died 5 years ago and it was alcohol related. My grandfather was an alcoholic and he died. That didn't sit well with me. Frank said of his time in treatment, they gave me a lot of information and we were booked up for 13 or 14 hours a day. There was no sitting around watching TV or eating food. You were scheduled out for an hour, then an hour and a half, all through the day. They really give you a lot of one-on-one time. I read 12 self-help books while I was there. I didn't *** around. I really got into it. I went there to learn and get the most out of it that I possibly could. I had a great time there and I helped other people who were having problems too. It's one of the best things that have happened to me. Frank continued that he goes to meetings twice a week after the stint. The former History Channel star said he would have been sober for a year if it weren't for a relapse. Frank currently lives in his Iowa farmhouse that he bought for $130,000 back on May 14, 2010. He owns antique shop Frank Fritz Finds located in Illinois.